Hi. Hello. Hello. I am going to wear. This is a very, very special piece to my family. One of our relics. It was given to my son by a very good friend of mine. And it's the Boogeyman. And he came up here and met Orion and Shush. Sorry, Noodles. Noodles were growling. And he gave this to Orion, and it just means so much. So I'm wearing it today for fun, and it can do fun little sounds and tap the cards. It's a little too big, but I just kind of hold it on with my little hook. Ow. Also, my hair was a mess, so I was like, what's a cute thing for my costume bin that I can put on? And I had this cat wig here, and it is cute, but it's not like the greatest color on me. So then I was like, well, I'll do some makeup, and then, but I had the wig on, and so I was like, well, do your makeup as if you were a cat, and the cat was doing makeup, and the cat, I'm going to show you, it's funny. Just like it's a hot excuse me, it's a hot mess. And of course then the cat wiped it all over and was probably eaten many things. And so then I was like, well, I don't really love, I usually wear a hat with a wig, so then I grabbed this hat. And I thought, well, that's weird and cute enough, especially with the little ear poking out. This is a very, very old necklace that I've had forever, from back in those Velcro head days I spoke of before. And some of the bells fell off, so I still had 4, so I evened those out. And I added a little octopus dagger. I don't know, it was there. And I liked it, and then I put it on this, these were 2 anklets that broke, and so then I put them together as a necklace, and so I used that to put it on, and then I have the little purse from Vashti with a little mini card in there that I randomly picked, and it is the 6 clubs, so that means nothing, probably, unless you're playing miniature poker or something. Then I think that's still not like a great card, right? What do I know? So anyway, I was messing around with the cards and had some cards jump out, and the first one that just jumped right out when I picked the cards up was the 2 of Cups, which, as you can see, is so adorable. You've got the 2 people facing each other and like holding each other's eyes. They've each got a cup in their hand. They're wearing like the same gowns, matching gowns, and flowers on their head. They've got this little kind of like tree. What do you call those things that they make that are like the archways? You know, so it's clearly an archway there. Most people know, like the king, the 2 of Cups is like, you know, oh, that's a cute, oh, they met, something like that. So that was the one that jumped out. And then, so then I was like, oh, that's good. So I didn't know what kind of reading I was doing yet. So then I kept doing the thing, and 2 fell out. And so then I knew I was doing a cross. So this covers it. So we've got the 2 of Cups, and then to the present day, which is the 10 of Cups, and that covers the 2 of Cups, which is delightful. And I'm glad we had a lot of swords in the last reading, so it's nice to have like both those cards be like already like, okay, good. Let's But then the challenge card, or what crosses it is the 4 of Cups. All cups, you'll note, And this one is more of like a kind of a dissatisfaction card of, it's interesting because this person is also wearing the same sort of white tunic, but they have a blue belt, and in this picture it's hard to see if they have long hair or not. Their cheeks are flushed, and they have 3 cups in front of them, upright, and behind them is a well with a rope going down and some, ferns and branches and things, and then there is some kind of like eel or creature or something with little red fins behind this person holding out a cup, and the cup is empty sideways, but it's like, hey, you dissatisfied with the 3 cups you have there? How about this one? So that is between those 2 cards. So just to hold them all up and show about everyone wearing kind of the same outfit. So, and well, I guess in this one, this character has changed into a green gown or tunic. Okay, and I just love the Ten of Cups. It's a really beautiful card. You see, I've said it before, but I'll describe a little bit here. You see the 3 characters. You've got the musician here is playing like the guitar, or I don't think it's, I think it's an older older version of the guitar. But he's looking out, he's performing. Behind them is just this glorious tree full of cups, and the feminine figure is, I feel like, still wearing that same dress there as an apron. She does seem to have a green skirt on underneath. Excuse me. And then there's a smaller figure, a child with an apron, and is messing around with the flowers. And the mother figure there is making a garland, or maybe working on her garland, while the gentleman here is he's playing his guitar. And I just noticed, I think this is adorable, I just noticed that I feel like this guy is really flexing. Like he's, as he's playing, he's like, hey, look at I've been doing push-ups or something, like, look at his arm. Look at that. Just flexing. All right. That's the first time I've ever noticed the flex there. All right. So that is the covers it. And again, that all comes from the querent card is the 2 of Cups. So that makes the center of the cross. And then now I'm going to flip the message from above. Oh, see, that card almost wanted to come out, and then I thought, well, I wasn't flipping, I had been tossing, or whatever you call this thing. So I'm going to do it that way instead, and we're looking for the what's above higher message. What's above the 2 of Cups? What's this higher message for the collective, or myself, or friends, family, whoever needs these fun little message stories here. And I'm doing such a good job. I've been practicing. I'm doing such a good job that I'm not dropping the cards. Whoops. Ooh, see? Just had to distract myself. That's just fun. Okay, let's see what we got here. So, because of the way they fell, face down like this, they fell down face down, I am going to, I think, flip them over in the order. Let's see how that goes. Okay, so we've got the Magician. So we'll see if I did it right by how it reads here. And then, because they were upside down, so normally, but I don't take them that way. And then this would be Two of Swords goes down here. This would be Judgment in the past and the Fool in the way. I think we'll just take them like that. That flows for me. So the higher message is the Magician. And the Magician is one of those cards where he's reading a scroll, for one thing. He's all dressed up. He's got his hat and everything. There's always... the Magician is about, creativity and really ambition and doing things. But it also always comes with the warning of, that power, don't abuse your power, and be careful, because the Magician can be tricky. So be careful of yourself. If you're a magician, be careful of being tricky. And if you see a magician, watch to make sure they're not being tricky, that they're being upright, okay? So the higher power is maybe saying, like, if you're depending, especially in the case of this reading here, and this is comes as a masculine in this deck and many of them. Again, anyone can get into the Magician form. There is the Priestess. Oops. Priestess. There is the Priestess, but it's almost like I was angry after I did. I was angry at you guys for I had to do it again rebelliously. What am I saying here? So I also just noticed. So I'm going to just take this as a masculine card. I myself can relate to masculine type behaviors or feelings, and not all the time, but sometimes, and especially when I've been learning about rising signs. So I'm a Capricorn, which is my sun sign, so I'm very goat, mermaid, climbing mountains underwater, steady as she goes, but then I'm also Aries in my rising sign and Aries in my moon sign. So watch out. If you come at me with moon power, you're gonna get Aries, and Aries is fire. And a lot of people know Aries as the OG god of war before Kratos. And so again, random. But what I was gonna say, I remembered, is that I see behind this magician who's busy reading this paper, and it's look like he's doing some kind of ritual. He's got a bunch of different, he's got cups, he's got, things on the desk, kind of like I have actually today. I didn't go around and share my little thing, so I'm going to do that in a minute. As soon as I finish talking about this cock in the back here, which is rooster, by the way, for anyone. Don't get spicy with me. It's a very old-fashioned word for that rooster that's in the background, and it's where we get cock-a-doodle-doo as the sound of the rooster, right? So cock-a-doodle-doo. That's more what it sounds like. Sorry, I was probably making a terrible face, but hopefully you enjoyed it. So there's this rooster in the background, and I imagine that sound. So has this magician been up all night doing magic and rituals and reading scrolls? Maybe he needs to go for a walk, right? Let's see what else comes to my very special brain as I explain my feelings on these art cards here. But I do want to explain the desk here. So with a magician, now they would have like an altar or workspace, and I personally don't. I did the witch costume, and this is some people like divination or whatever. I'm not really trying to answer all your questions. I want to tell a story, and hopefully that radiates with something inside of you, and you can kind of figure out the answers that you need for yourself. And I really like artwork, and it's fun. I like card games. And when I was in my Velcro Head group long ago, we all had our different spiritual beliefs, and I was coming right out of my own background in being raised third generation in a church, and I was sort of like tired of the restrictions there, and so I went off and found my own little group, and we all had different spiritual beliefs, but on the very soul, heart, mind level, we recognized like for like, and we just loved each other right away, and we just accepted each other exactly the way they were. And so I accepted my friends and gained more knowledge and tradition